For us, as a Uganda National Musicians Federation, we made sure that we do not misuse these funds, because service delivery is key in our leadership. We made sure that, at least as I told you earlier, that we have a national structure. We have associations basing on regions, and each region has a leadership from the district. So everyone is represented and they have their circles. With this time around, we have managed to give them 110 million each. 10 million to help the chair, to at least you get a way of paying rent and some other stuff, then 100 million for the members to use for saving and credit, and we have done that, as we done in the other first money they gave us. And now, another thing we have managed, we have managed also to make sure that we strengthen our administration by bringing more professional people to help us to execute so many things in the technical aspects. And it is visible, everything is just out there, there is nothing we hide. We do everything in light, and no one is complaining. The other people who are saying, I'm not part of this, I did not benefit here. No, we are given a task, and we have accountability to do. There is no way we can just give people money just like that. They have to follow rules and regulations. It's all about joining the circle. We need to know where you belong. We need to be seconded by your chair. We need to know where to find you, and we need to make sure that you're a musician. We don't want to get just someone from there and then. And each and every one, even if we know you, we want you to follow that procedure, so that, because we have to account to this money, and we need this money to accumulate. Because today you come borrow, another and come and get it. Some other people don't want to be in the line. They don't want to respect the structures. That's why they are complaining. For them, they want to come, give me money, I go. Yet they have to follow rules that was set, basing even on the circle rules. There is no way we can jump protocol just because someone doesn't want to be part of the structure. Some people don't want to be in the line, Some people just come, no, me, I'm big, you just give me money, it is for sharing. They gave us, just to give me and go. No, for us, we don't operate like that. That's why some people are complaining. But those who comply and work with us, and they have benefited and they are very happy. And we can have a lot of testimonies from different people from different corners of the country.
Mr. Eddy, as a musician, I don't think that this is the first time you are aware or even benefiting from resources from the president.
Yes.
If you can give us just history, before even you became the president,
yes,
were you aware that the president has been helping this industry?
First and foremost, back in the day, there is a lot we didn't know. Based on our background from the ghetto, and most of us, that's where we come from. There is a lot we don't look at, because we lack a lot of knowledge in terms of so many things. Because I remember when I met the president, I told him Fetwa Koa, and he's like, why? I told him so many things. He told me, yes, you have a point here and there, you can hit me as a person, but saying that I haven't done enough, I think you are lying. Do you know that he taught me from the time of Vazungu, of the white people, to the 8th president I've been here, and to his time. Really, there is something I discovered, that he told me we found only one university. And do you know how many we have right now? And he said that we had few secondary schools, few primary schools, few tarmac roads, few. I'm like, I didn't know. So it's like, for you not knowing, it's not my problem. But do you know that I've done that? Another thing, since 62, when we got our independence, Okuvao, and the time I came, it took around 30 something years. But we had a number of 8 presidents, but they had a population of only 12 million. When we came in power, we put a resistance and we protected our border. Netukola ku ndwadde, netukola ku bintu byonna. We are now almost 50 million. Kitegeeza to accumulating a population of another almost 35 million people. Do you know that? And I said I didn't know. Some I said I know, and it's like, have you ever talked it about anywhere? Have you ever sang it anywhere? I'm like, no, but you have ever sang about the problem? Yes. And like, now, how can we be on this table talking? Because you only see the bad, you don't see the good. So it is always good to know what the good we have done, give us at least a little compliment, and then after tell us the problem and give us a solution, because we are also human beings. Maybe we didn't know, but so ngolabira ddala I've benefited from for example, me, I have no education to speak of, but I work with him. He appointed me because of my skills, you understand, and what I have managed to accomplish as a talented man. I represented my country both local and internationally, and because of his existence, resistance, peace, freedom, I've managed to be disciplined, and that is another form of education. But it comes out of what we call it environment platform etekeddwawo nti saasoma nnyo kugenda wala kubeera masomero n'abantu balala kubeera streamlined, but at least I can sit on a table with highly educated people. Nayo benefit ebyo nali sibiraba, so I've benefited from him in terms of that we have all benefited from his leadership. Nenga tetubiraba, tetwagala na kubimanya, enjala lwekulumye oba tojjukira byaliwo, so naye yena asobola okubanga ekyakindaga. So for that case, we have benefited so much from his leadership, and I will always be grateful, not because now I'm his advisor on the creative sector, but as someone who has benefited from his resistance and his team.
I don't know if you're in a better position to speak to this, though there's one particular name which is being mentioned, and the president would love to know, and I know as a president he will also task you to do thorough investigations. Where is this studio the president seems to be now getting concerned after 2-3 individuals who have told him, Your Excellency, this studio doesn't exist. It is there, but it is of poor quality sound. What can you give us about it?
To be honest, I've never been to any of those studios, but I hear there is a studio in Mengo, and I've had a discussion with the people who operate that studio. I've never been there to know how it works, and then I need to do research about that. About the one for Baby Cool, one time we had a phone call, and he was telling me, how can the president accuse me that I did not build a studio? You should have told him the studio is there. And I'm like, I don't know, because I've never used the studio, I've never been there, I've never been invited there. It's like, the studio is there. I'm like, whose studio? Is it yours or the government? It's like, it's mine. I'm like, if it's yours, then it is yours. It is him who told me that the studio is his. So I didn't want to go so much into that, but that's what he told me. And I don't want to blame him for anything that I don't know, So I don't want to go so much into that. I don't know what their agreement with the president was. That's why I don't want to blame Baby Cool for anything. You understand? But that's what it is, based on those studios.
But moving forward, do you want a facility for your fellow members?
Yes, we need a facility. We need a facility, of course, 100%, because we need, for example, we need a unique sound, and we need a uniform sound, all of us. Either you're just starting or you're a senior artist. We need a sound that matches all of us, because some people are still poor. They don't have money. They don't have money to you can't record anywhere, but this thing of mix and master, it needs big, expensive instruments that can give us equal sound, all of us, the entire ecosystem, the entire industry. We need at least even an upcoming someone to record a song from Karamoja. They send here to Kampala or to their region to at least have a good sound that can actually match on an international standard. Twetaaga nnyo kubanga tulina ebyuma kubanga bya bei, si buli muntu nti asobola bisobola. We can manage to get this small studio for recording, anyone can afford. But to getting a studio that can help us on mix and master, we need to have at least, we need to be supported by the government.
That's if you can feel comfortable to mukwano gwe yalabikiddeko mu ggwanga lya America ku Capitol Hill.
Yeah.
Robert Kyagulanyi. Ayagala kuba kye mwatuuseeko nsonga y'oweerya. How do you receive this information?
First and foremost, I don't support Kyagulanyi. I don't support Kyagulanyi. I know Kyagulanyi. You know, I'm a fire-based member. We worked together for a very long time. And he's a brother on the other hand, but on the political matters we disagree. I don't agree with his approach. You know, I don't agree with this approach of going to seek help from somewhere, from people who don't even know what is happening here. You know, because when you are outside this house, you don't know what is happening inside here. So if you go call people to come and just demolish everything, you can destroy many beautiful things that you don't know that inside there. You rather first come and get inside here, you know what's happening properly without bias. Then if we want to make some changes, there is a way you can talk than demolishing from outside. So I believe in people who come inside, discuss on the table with an open heart. Than omuntu okubeera awo agenderi afuna abantu tebamanyi kiri wano bajje batandike kuona bukonyi bisenge nga tebamanyi kiri munda. So nga bwabazze natandika okwogera with a lot of respect. There is a lot of changes that can really happen. Like how I've done. Me, I was complaining because we did not have copyright law. And there is no way I could compete on an international standard when I don't have capital and quality. So instead of going on street, start making noise, I went to the table. I started negotiating with the government. And they listened to me, you know. Now here we are. We have a copyright law. And I think even in the regulations, they are going to do fair. And we shall earn from there, and we shall have a lot of, not only me, but more people who are going to do better, both local and international. Just because out of good talk and respecting the government, you know. And I feel like many people are in a different disagreement with the government can have that approach of respect. Niyo mtoso akuvana no gamba oyo Museveni fala, Museveni taina makulu naye nga ate fe abamu tumaze emyaka kuno ku nsi just 3 ne tusobole n'okuzaaliramu abaana ne basoma ne batubula n'okutuukako mu classes feze 3 kamu. You know, you have to respect that. You cannot talk to someone who has done that like that and we agree. So I don't agree with Mr. Kyagulanyi when it comes to political matters. But I respect, and he has a right to do whatever he's doing. But me, I prefer the ideology of Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, of peace and stability.
My brother has just 2 questions for you. Then we'll let you attend to other matters. Yeah, it's okay. Thank you, Mr. President.
Amen.
Mr. President, ango yange basically ku entertainment.